Beanshooter, I like the gym, let's go. Beanshooter, somebody's gotta let them know. Beanshooter, I like the gym, let's go. Beanshooter, it's not a line he doesn't toe. In a world full of dogs, you're gonna need a dog catcher. If you're wearing a mask out there, and fresh air's gonna get you. He always shoots from the hip. For iced coffee, take a sip. Toss it out the window. Out of ball, let her rip. Beanshooter, like a gin, let's go. Beanshooter, somebody's gotta let them know. Beanshooter, like a gin, let's go. Beanshooter, there's not a line he doesn't toe.
All right, what do we got, Justin?
63.
See, this is your fucking job, man. I'm all, you know.
You only had one job tonight, Justin. Really? I mean, that's it. That's how we start every
I
episode.
wasn't prepared for that.
You fucking got.
That's the only question we have at the beginning, Justin.
I know. Let's see.
This
I'll
fucking
tell you
guy.
right now. Was I right? 63. I was right.
All right, okay.
Oh, you
All
questioned
right.
yourself. That's the problem.
All right, 63, episode 63. Johnny's already crying because I got the air conditioner on. He's telling me to take my jacket
Listen,
off.
I wasn't on my phone. I thought I did good. I wasn't on
All
my
right.
phone. Now it's the air conditioner.
All
I
right,
can't
tonight
wait
we
there.
got a special guest, Francis Frank the Tank Hogan, professional fighter out of Weymouth?
Weymouth, yep.
Out of Weymouth, Massachusetts. I've been seeing Frank fight since Jimbo Curran first told me about you at the Golden Gloves. You give him the
Oh, wow,
gloves.
yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
while ago. And he's like, oh, this kid's got a big amateur record, you know, a lot of knockouts. You had a monster amateur record, if I remember correctly, a ton of amateur fights.
Yeah, I had like 219 amateur fights.
That's
219?
Yeah. But I lost like my first 40 because me, my dad, and my brother, we traveled the entire country. And at the time, I was fighting kids that had like 100 fights. I had 12 fights. And I'd
Yeah.
get in there and they beat my ass. But then the tables just turned one day. We kept going to the gym. I kept sparring all these great fighters down in Rhode Island at Big Six Boxing around like with Mark DeLuca at Bayshore and Braintree. And next thing you know, I get in there and I remember it clear as day. I fought this kid the weekend before. He beat my ass. And that next weekend I got in there and fought him again. Fucking dropped this kid in the third round. And that's when I knew. I was like, all right, now the tables are going to turn.
Were you shocked when you dropped them, or did you kind of felt it?
I thought I would be shocked when I first dropped somebody, but I looked at him and then I just looked at my corner and walked over and started taking my gloves off. My dad was like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, he's not getting up.
Yeah, I knew you had a ton of amateur fights. Shout out Jimbo Curran. Jimbo goes to a lot of cards. He's like Cleo and Lowell. Cleo's an old timer. He used to own the Highland Tap where Mickey, would always go in there. We all went in there, and he goes to every amateur card. He's all over the place, Maine, everywhere. Like I said, he's like 91 now, and he still goes to a lot of them.
He still comes up to the gym. He makes it up the stairs.
Yeah.
And fucking, we get him a roller chair and he rolls around the gym and watches us work out.
Yeah,
crazy.
Jimbo's the best. And I didn't see, he didn't get on a can of soda this year. I think he had an operation or something. But he's a fixture at the Golden Gloves in Lowell also. He's been going there every year. They actually called him in the ring a couple of years ago because he's gone fucking 40 years in a row or something.
Yeah.
Something crazy. But that's when I first heard of you and saw you fight. And I believe you stopped the kid that night. You what was your amateur record in the end?
It was like 160 and like 50 something losses.
Yeah, so once you got those 40 out of the way, you turned it on. How many knockouts, do you know?
Close to 60. I know that. We were counting them up. But
Yeah, there was a lot of them.
There was a lot of, I had like 4 because they gave us like books. They look like passports. And there was like 3 fights that you could put on one page. And there was like 40 pages or whatever in a book. And I had a bunch of them. So we were going through them, but some of them were just so fucking old and falling apart. I couldn't read some of them. But yeah, we were counting them up. I was just like, wow. Like,
And
I never thought about being able to do that. I just kept going to the gym and fighting. Next thing you know, I look at my thing. I'm like, holy shit, I have 200 fights. Like,
yeah, so that's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, I mean, when people turn in this day and age, there's not that many fights. Amateur's different, I guess, if you were busy like you and you had a father like you bringing you around everywhere. But even the pros now, you don't see it compared to when I was growing up. They had a ton of fights. They were a lot more busy. Now it's it's night and day compared to what it was then. You don't see that many fights. A lot of fighters don't stay busy.
Everybody, they want to pick and choose their fights. Everyone wants to get as many wins as they can, and then they get a loss, and they're in their head, and they're like, "Oh, I don't know if I'm going to do this anymore." I'm like, "All right, maybe this isn't for you, because if you're questioning yourself after losing once," and then I tell them my story, and they're like, "Oh, that makes me feel a little better," and I'm like, "Well, I fucking hope so. You're 20-something years old. Like, a lot of guys are starting late nowadays too."
How old are you?
Yeah.
So I'm 24.
Yeah, that's a big jump from 20, or?
I mean, well, coming like through the amateurs, I started boxing. I was like 10 or 11, but like I'm young for like having 20 pro fights, being 24 years old.
And now
like,
you're 20-0 in your professional career, right? You're undefeated.
Undefeated.
Yeah, and was that last fight that we seen in Lowell? Was that your last fight?
Yeah, that was my last fight.
That was a hell of a fight.
That kid was tough.
That kid was tough.
Slinging crazy
that kid
shots.
Was tough. I was like, yo, this is a close fight until you killed him at the end, obviously.
Yeah.
Didn't I announce the winner of that fight?
Yeah,
you did.
I just looked at the reel, Mike, and you were in the ring.
I look over. You're standing there with the microphone.
Jake took the picture while you were in the ring.
Yeah, the kid that does the Boston lean.
Yeah, that's Jake Scally, our friend Jake.
Me and my buddy always watch his videos at work.
Yeah.
And I look over and I just was like, I'm looking for my buddy.
He's
I'm
on
like,
the apron.
look who's in the ring. Like, this is crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I had him filming me.
Yeah,
That's funny.
Jake Scally.
He's standing there with a cigarette in his mouth, recording you. I'm laughing.
Playing the pot, kid.
That was great.
Speaking of that was a CES Jimmy Birchfield card up in Lowell, and he's doing another one September 6th in Lowell.
Yeah.
If anyone needs tickets, hit me up. How come you're not on that card?
I was gonna fight on the card, but then Mark, who's my trainer, but he also helps manage me, was
Mark Monero?
Mark Toluca.
Yeah, Mark Monero. Toluca.
He's been going back and forth with Jimmy and stuff like that. So working on something, but I don't know. Hopefully,
is there a chance that maybe you'll fight in that card? No,
probably not.
Probably not.
It's tough to find somebody too on short notice.
Yeah, short notice.
Not everyone's just going to walk in against you unless someone
Yeah. I mean, they'd have to get paid, like
payday, yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see. One of those fighters. I stay in the gym anyways. I've been working out every day, just doing strength and conditioning twice a week. I'm in the gym boxing the rest of the week. Only day I take off is Sunday. Everybody usually says it's for the Lord's Day, but I say it's for bedtime because all I do is sleep Sunday.
Yeah,
I don't do anything else.
So going back, we got to touch on Mark DeLuca, who's the fucking absolute best. Every time I hear Staying Alive by the Bee Gees or anything, I think of fucking Saturday Night Fever, Tony Monero. That's where I get Marky Monero.
There's a kid from East Boston named Mark Monero too. That's funny.
But going back to what you said about it's a dangerous thing to do, where a lot of, like you said, they'll put guys in, they'll pick and choose, and then you need to have some competition, because some guys will build up their records and, pad their stats, like they say in baseball, right? And then they throw you in there with somebody who's a world-class fighter. And it can, I mean, if that's your goal, as a boxing trainer, right, to get you a guy and protect him and get him in the ring and build up all these wins on nobodies, but then you throw him in there with a guy, for what? For one big payday? I mean, you can get hurt. I mean, if that's your goal,
and
it'll
I mean,
work,
it's usually that one big payday, quote unquote, that they are talking about usually is like the guy he's never fought anybody. He has no like amateur pedigree anyways. And he has no real experience. So he's going to get in there and some promoter is going to be like, oh, this kid has a pro record of 15-0 and he's got 15 knockouts, hasn't fought anybody. Everybody has a losing record. They're going to give him 10 or 15 grand. Oh, I fought on.
Yeah,
Then great. I fought on TV for what?
Yeah.
10 or 15 grand. You could have worked a day job and got a decent job, and you could have made that in less than a month. It's just like, I don't know. Like that's not what I look for when we're doing this. Like of course I built up a little bit of a record, got to like 15-0 and was fighting guys that weren't great, but every fight has been a fighter better than the last one. And
yeah.
The last two fights I fought, the last guy, everyone was like sleeping on him, and I slept on him a little bit. I got in there, I'm gonna smoke this guy, and then
is that what you thought?
Yeah. And then I get in there and he hit me, and I'm like, oh shit, this guy can punch, and he threw punches from weird angles, and he came
Unorthodox.
forward. He wasn't scared of me. He got in there like, I'm gonna kill this kid. And that's
He was the
how we
Venezuelan kid, Mike, we talked to afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Venezuelan? He was
Yeah, yeah.
Venezuelan?
Yeah.
Nice
And
kid,
then
too.
the guy before that, I fought at Foxwoods a couple months before this past fight. It was Kyrie Gray, who was like making a big return. He just like got done on the streets and all the stuff he was saying, but he had a huge record. Like, he's fought 2 world champions, like legitimate world champions. He's fought other fighters on TV that have beat him, and then they go and fight for a world title. So like, he had a huge career, and I got in there and went 10 rounds with him and beat him on a unanimous decision. Like, I looked good doing it too. Like, so it's like all about the experience now, and fighting guys that are more experienced and have been in there with these guys that are killers, you know? Because if I can get in there and bang with these guys, then like, all right, we're in the right direction. Like, I know if I get a phone call, oh, you want to fight Colin Walsh, who called me out, who actually is fighting Fernando Vargas Jr.
Yeah, he is.
Who I
King Colin Walsh.
who I beat in the amateurs in the last
Did
tournament
you
I
really?
fought in. I beat him on a unanimous decision. I remember his dad. I dropped him
I
in the
met
third round.
the old man for.
I'll have to send you the video of it. I got the chip. It's like wicked clear too. It's me in the third round hitting him with a left hand. He fucking goes down on his ass. And I remember him looking up at me, and he got in there all cocky, sticking his tongue out at me. I remember him looking up at me like, who the hell is this kid? Like, that's what's on his face.
Awesome.
Like,
What a great feeling.
Tall,
that is.
skinny.
it was the best. And I remember looking over at his dad, and I was like, I go, you're
legend.
fucking next to his dad, who's, you know, like the man who I love.
yeah,
But in my head, I'm like, at the time, I'm like, I'll fuck him up too. Like,
Yeah, you're just-
but his dad like runs
catching the
upstairs,
wave,
he's like
kid.
yelling and screaming at me, and then after the fight, I go over, I'm like, hey, listen, like, I didn't mean anything by it, like,
Yeah.
but like, they're fighting the co-main event of the
Yeah.
Crawford versus
Crawford
Canelo
and
fight. That's
Canelo.
fucking massive.
That's huge. I want to go down. I got to talk to Dickie, you know.
Yeah.
Dickie Jr. is with Callum Walsh, you know.
Yeah.
And Wild Card. So, you know, it's last. I'm always last second, but I want to get out and see
Colin
that.
Walsh called me out, but nothing ever came of it. So
So
I'll
it's
take
on
the winner or the loser. I want the winner of Fernando Vargas versus.
So you want Callum Walsh?
I want Colin Walsh.
Let's
Yeah,
fucking go.
That's right.
It's gonna be the
Oh,
winner.
there it is, right there. You just
I'm ready any day. So
That guy.
I think I'm gonna fly down there though for that.
Yeah.
I'll go down there for that. Yeah.
That is a huge fight. And to touch on that a little bit, what do you think about, you know, about the weight with Crawford and stepping up to fight Canelo? Is Canelo going to be too powerful? I love Bud Crawford.
Yeah,
I mean, every time I see him fight,
His
he
last
just
fight-
destroys people.
His
you know?
last fight though, you could tell the weight was a little bit of a problem, and Canelo is just gonna be like,
He's so strong.
he's strong compared to like he got in there with Bivol and still looked strong. He lost.
Yeah, Dimitri
but
Bivol there, right?
He
yeah.
ate what Bivol had, and Bivol's a
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
next man size above him, you know? Like,
Yeah.
and he got in there with him. I'm like, all right, I just don't see Crawford making it. I don't think he's going to go the distance with Canelo. I think Canelo takes him deep and takes him out.
You know, whenever you see Canelo fight, when someone's like that who can bang, it's like the first couple of rounds, you think the other person got a shot, and then it's like, then Canelo just
He
starts,
just starts
winning.
breaking you down,
Yeah, he's
eating your
just-
body,
Yeah.
eating you up.
Yeah, he's
Well,
tough.
that's kind of what you did in this last fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This kid come out like gangbusters. Then you started, you know, neutralize him. And then he was like, oh, this is what this is all about. You know what I'm saying?
I think he wore him down too. Like, I don't think he I don't know.
Yeah, when I went back to the corner after the first round, Mark was like, does he punch hard? I was like, fuck yeah, he punches hard. And Mark was like, all right. He was like, this is the game. We got 7 more rounds. He was like,
Yeah.
so just keep
He wasn't built to
pressing
last.
him. And
You're right.
Yeah.
He was like, you'll get him out of here. Like, you just got to keep on it, keeping his face, like moving your head, keeping your hands up. He was like, just don't get hit with risky shit. Because in the first round, I kind of came out with my hands up, like just feeling him out. And he winged a shot up under my elbow that I didn't even see and hit me. I
Ooh.
was like, oh, shit. Like,
Felt that
that
one.
woke me up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just got in there, broke him down, and took him out. I was trying to do that to the kid I fought before him, Kyrie Gray, but he was a little bit smarter of a fighter. But I
Who
definitely
else?
proved that I was.
Who
the
else
bigger
was
man.
on that Foxwoods card? What was the main event?
I was the main event.
You were.
I
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, right,
Nice,
Mike? That's
yeah.
what an
Who was the main
accomplishment.
event?
That's
I
great.
was the main
Because
event.
I know the kid. What's the kid from Brockton? Is it Kevin Walsh?
Kevin Walsh, yeah.
Kevin Walsh
Yeah.
is on that LOL card September 6th, and he just fought recently. I think it was Mohegan's son. So I didn't know if that was who you're talking about. Because someone wanted me to go to a fight he had down there in Connecticut, but I was away. And he's going to be headlining the Lowell card.
Yeah,
Pretty sure.
He's tough, man. He really is. He was in there today with Mark DeLuca in the gym this morning.
Yeah.
I didn't go there. I had strength and conditioning. But yeah, he's a class act too. He's a good kid.
Yeah.
He really is, yeah.
Yeah, we follow each other on the gram. And Mark DeLuca is the best. One of my favorite Mark DeLuca stories is he asked me for a Beanshooter t-shirt. Like, I don't know, it was like 3-4 years ago. And he was, Johnny, what are you doing over there?
Mike.
Johnny, what
You're
are you-
talking, Mike.
Johnny,
the camera's
what are you
not
doing?
on me right now,
Yeah.
Mike.
So I give him a Beanshooter t-shirt, and he's going to do something, and he's trying to, do it on the down low. I don't know, whatever he's doing, and he's going to meet someone, maybe a girl. I don't know what he's doing. He's going to meet someone at Dunkin' Donuts, but he's jogging. And all of a sudden, this car's like honking at him and screaming out the window, and like kids are hanging out the window, and he's fucking like, "What the fuck are they?" They loop around, and they're like, "Beanshooter!" And he's like, looks down at the shirt, and he's like, "Yeah, I ripped that right off, threw it in the trash." I think he gave it to the kids in the car or
that's
something. Bad move, Mark. But we got to get Mark on here. But he's so humble and low key.
Yeah,
Like,
it'll be hard to get him on here.
Oh yeah, it's hard. But
He's probably in bed right now, actually. He goes to bed pretty early.
really.
He wakes up at like 5 every single day.
Yeah, that's bananas. I got to get in some type of routine like that. The 5
Me too.
a.m.
No, I can't do it no more.
Spiro's trying to get me to go to the gym like that at 5:30.
It's a great thing because you're done with everything. You know what I'm
But
saying?
then when you got to go out at night.
And now you're dead. Yeah, I'm saying, we live at night, Mike,
Yeah, I like to know.
Hey, you know what? I have a question for you. I've always often wondered about this. Now, you're a guy, you're a fighter.
Yep.
How much, because Mike Tyson says everybody got a plan until they get punched in the face.
Yeah.
Now you get punched in the face, you're in a fight. How much do you listen to the trainers in the corner when you come in for that round? Or are you just like, I know what I got to do. I've already encoded. I already got a strategy what I'm going to do. This kid hits like that. How much do you listen to the people in your corner?
Well, everybody, if a good fighter has a good corner, I believe, like Matty Ryan and Mark DeLuca, especially Matty, like when they're both in the corner watching me in the round itself before I come back to the corner, they're both discussing and talking, and Matty usually is telling me, he'll break it down and tell me exactly what I need to do when I go back out there. And it's so clear, and like, I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, I can see exactly what you're talking about.
Right.
Like, I'm a good fighter. I have a lot of experience. I know exactly what you're talking about, and this is going to work.
You
And,
can envision what he's saying. Like, wow, that's
when I fought
interesting.
at Foxwoods 3 fights ago, there was the dude I was fighting. I remember going back to the corner, or I went by my corner. It was in the first round. Matty was just looked at me and went like, and I was just like, oh, I know exactly what he means. Like, I just from training and working out around him and being with him for so long, like, he's like, keep throwing the jab, give him something up top, and then give him something down low. And I took him out with a body shot right after that. Matty was like, see, like, it's just like a good corner. Every good fighter should have a good corner, and most of the time they do. Like they listen to their cornermen, because if they don't, usually that's when people get hurt. And if you don't listen to your cornermen, you're probably not listening to people in the gym, so you probably didn't train correctly. Like, I just feel like that's
good point.
That's the good thing about having a good team. And as long as you can open your head up to them and listen to them and take all the advice, like Mark DeLuca even tells me now, like, even the people that don't know anything about boxing, he's like, sit there and listen to what they got to say. Take their advice. You don't have to use it, but hear them out. He was like, just who gives a shit, like anything is good, I guess, even the bad advice. I'm like, oh, all right, I'll make sure I never do that. Like,
Right,
exactly. At least like fucking, because unless you're told or you see it, you're not going to know unless, unless you, till you fuck it up or something. And then you're going to be like, oh shit, I shouldn't have did that. But good corner, good fighter, good corner. That's what I believe.
Interesting.
Couple things. Now that had to be really gratifying for Matty and you, right? When he tells you, get him up and then, hit him to the body and you fucking drop the kid with that. But also, how was it? Was your father really involved in your corner, your whole amateur thing? And then how do you go from your father? Was that a tough transition to go from your old man in the corner to Maki and Matty? And how was that transition and how did that come about?
It's a little funny. that you ask. So it wasn't hard at all. So he was in the corner for a couple of my pro fights. Me and him got our issues and stuff now, so he hasn't been in the corners and stuff. And I'm not really on a talking basis with him. But when I was in the amateurs, if you listen to any of the fights that I have on video, I don't care if the people are on the other side of the arena, you will hear my dad screaming. And he says shit, and he don't hold back. He'll be like, get on that motherfucker now. And then the ref comes over in between rounds like, listen, I'm going to take one away. He's like, fuck you, cunt. I'm like, whoa, you're going to get me disqualified. Like, but he just didn't, that was him.
No
He
filter.
didn't have a filter. Like, that's just was him. But he got his point across in the amateurs because in the amateurs, if you're taking 2 seconds to stand in front of a guy and you guys aren't throwing punches, you're not going to win a fight.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, you got 3 rounds. Like, they're looking for points. I wasn't really looking for points. I was looking to kill people. And, you know, I'm looking for points too. I'm trying to throw as many punches as I can. Like, but it wasn't really a hard transition. It was actually nice hearing somebody that had, like, nothing against my father being in the corner, but having a little bit of, like,
restraint
to not say anything until I get into the thing and then break down whatever they're trying to tell me. Because it's not really that, I don't know, what do you call it? Like, go out there and get on him. That's not really constructive, you know? Like, I need
take his fucking head off.
Yeah, like,
I can
And it's
do
your
that.
father too,
No,
so I mean, you're
it's
used
like
to like
hard,
you're just commanding you, like, you know.
But I like it. I like that Maddie and Mark are in there and they're able to, like, tell them. They don't fill my head. Like, they don't sit in front of me like, oh, listen, I think you got to do this, this, and that. And if you want to do this too, like, there's none of that shit. I have 1 minute. I want water. I don't want to talk to anybody. Put the ice on my back. If I get cut, do my cuts. And I got Maddie and Mark. They say 2 or 3 words to me, and that's like it.
That's it, huh?
And I'm like, all right, I'm good. That's all I need to know. We've been so in sync in the gym that I'm like, oh, all right, that's it. That's all I need. I'm good. I go back out there. I know exactly what I got to do.
And Mark's been in the corner for some big fights.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he has. And he's been in some big fights too, you know? Like, and he's been doing, like, he goes and does guys, like, weight cuts with them now and does their, like, cuts. He's all into the cuts. He's getting into the cuts for fighters. He wants to get into that. He does all our cuts now. We don't have to pay anybody. No one has to come in the corner. We don't have to look for anybody.
Cut man was always a big thing.
And,
Mickey, who do you have? Al Gavin?
And
who do you have?
We usually would have Farrakano, which I loved having Farrakano there. But now, like, Farrakano would have to wrap my hands and do my cuts. But now Mark knows how to wrap hands. And I'm telling you, he's probably one of the best guys wrapping hands right now.
Really?
He can wrap hands
well,
better
Mark's
than anybody
lived
I
in
know.
the gym for the last fucking 20 years probably.
And he goes to all, like,
Since he got out
top
of the
rank
Marines,
fights, all
right?
these guys that are really good at wrapping hands. So, like, you know, you
He
watch
goes to what?
they're
What is
doing,
it?
all the top rank fights a lot. You
Oh,
know,
yeah,
and stuff like that. So he's all around these guys that know how to wrap hands. Like, top rank pays guys just to wrap hands and do cuts. Like,
I saw him in the corner. What's the kid from the Dominican Republic there? He had
Polanco?
No. Oh man, but it was a world championship fight, and he got robbed.
Yeah.
He got robbed. That was a tough one, man. I'll think of it after. But yeah, that was a big one, you know? I was watching on TV like, oh shit, there's Mark in the corner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
it's always
right.
cool to see something like that,
course.
you know?
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, Mark's the best, and so Mark and Spunky they go together great, huh?
Oh, yeah, they do. Maddie always says he's like the mother and Mark's like the dad.
Yeah.
If Mark says something, you better do it. Matt will be like, I'll give you a little leeway, but yeah, you should probably do that, like, when we're training and working out and stuff. Mark will crack the whip on us.
What
which is a
about
good thing,
Abraham?
you know?
Did Abraham just fight this last weekend, or is it coming up next weekend?
No, he just fought this past weekend.
Did
yeah.
he? What happened?
It's a good fight. It went the distance. I mean, the kid beat him, but they're going to have him back. Right after the bell rang, that last bell, the announcers were like, we love this kid. We want to have him back. He's
really?
He said he got a little gassed. You know, he didn't have that much time to, like, train or anything, but he was already working out and training because when you don't have a promoter, you get a call like that for a big fight. And, like,
Yeah, you're not saying no.
are you going to either take it or not, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was like the last 3 rounds I'm watching it. He's lining the guy up, and you could tell the guy was scared because he wasn't even trying to do anything.
Really?
He was just trying to run and point him. That's how he was beating Abraham, pointing and moving. But Abraham's just lining him up, and it's scary when Abraham's coming at you like that. He's 30 pounds lighter than me, and I don't like when he does that to me when we've, like, moved around.
Yeah.
He whacks me. It
Yeah, you know,
hurts.
he's waiting to unload.
Yeah.
Unload one.
It was a good fight.
That sucks. I was wondering. I didn't know if it was this week coming up or it just happened, but yeah.
Yeah, what are they, like 5 or 6 hours ahead of us? So the time difference
Where'd
is a
they
little
fight?
messed up. Saudi Arabia.
Oh, really?
Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So it was like,
It's got to be a nice trip.
That would be a really nice trip.
Not if you ask Mark DeLuca.
Really?
He'd rather be home.
Yeah.
Sent me a video on Snapchat. It was him walking around. He's like, I don't know anybody here. There's big buildings everywhere. He's like, it's hot. He's like, this sucks.
Really?
Yeah.
Not a fan. Mark's not a fan of Saudi Arabia. So any fights? Anything you're eyeing right now? Anything in the works?
No. Me and Mark's thing is I just show up to the gym. That's what Mark tells me. Show up to the gym.
And the phone's gonna
and
ring.
when the phone rings, Mark will figure it all out. And, I mean, I think he looks at me more like a little brother because I've been around him for a long time. And
Yeah.
I'm more than 10 years younger than him. And he's seen me when I was just a killer. I'd get in there and just wing shots, and I was a bully in there, and that's all I knew how to do.
Yeah, just trying to
now
take
I'm
somebody
like
out.
a boxer, and I have tools in my toolbox, and like he's teaching me all this stuff, like and drilling it with me. So I think he wants to look out for me. Honestly, Mark wants to look out for all the fighters in the gym, even guys that have managers. Mark will still be like, "No, I don't want you to do that," and like Mark kind of like. He has everybody's back. He's out for the fighter's best interest. He's not out for the promoter, manager. He don't give a shit about them. Because Mark was a fighter, Mark knows what it's like to get fucked on all sides of it and not be able to do anything.
Mark fought down in Cartagena recently, and I was so pissed.
Did he?
I was so pissed that he didn't fucking tell me because I would have loved it. It was like a smoker. It was it was probably, I say lately, it was probably a year and a half ago, maybe now, because time fucking flies. But going back to when, you were a little nutty in there, when you were just going in and winging it, and Mark being like an older brother, I was just curious as to like what he said. Well, going back a couple of years ago, we were in the St. Patrick's Day Parade. Remember, I was on the float behind you. I was in.
Oh, yeah.
I was in Peter Welch's float.
Yep.
And then there was a little Donnybrook up ahead, and we we found out that it happened to be you, and there was somebody stretched out on the sidewalk. So what did
There
Can we
may or
talk-
may
can
not
we
be a
talk
video
about
of
that?
that.
Can we talk about this?
Yeah.
All right. So
I mean, it's actually it's been what?
I wasn't there, but
Listen,
I think I witnessed it.
After it happened, it could not have been me. That's just hearsay. But
Oh, okay.
after it happened, what I was told is after 2 years you can talk about it. So
it's
been 2
I like
years.
that.
okay. All right.
Okay.
So what did Mark? Well, you can tell us about what happened, and then what did Mark say and Maddie and stuff? Was he pissed at you? Did they just, like what was?
So I was in the parade. I had a float in the parade. We were all having a great time. Everyone was on my float.
He had the loudspeaker
And,
with the microphone.
I
I
was-
needed that.
everyone
No.
heard me.
He said,
I lost
listen,
my
next year, he
voice.
says we're going on his
You're
float.
getting on it. Oh, yeah. And my girlfriend's friend fell off the float. The float stopped short, and which never happened. So I knew something went on. We jumped off the float. Her friend's like laid out on the ground. So they're all picking her up and stuff. And I look, and there's this kid saying bizarre kind of racist stuff to the girl who fell off the float, who's out unconscious on the ground. So I'm like, all right, like, what's going on?
I didn't even
So
know
I
this.
start like kind of walking towards him, and I'm like asking him like, "What? You're not
Yeah,
a
you
gentleman. Like
plugged
you're a
in,
piece
like-
of you're a piece of shit. Like come on, like."
Yeah.
And I don't know. I guess he saw the 6 stitches I had on my face from 2 days before I fought at the Aganis Arena, and I guess he thought he was gonna beat my ass. So kind of got in my face, and once he hit his head off my face.
Oh, he tried to headbutt you?
He tried to. He leaned in like this real quick, and I kind of pulled back, and his hair grazed my face, and I was like, all right,
That's time.
now you're going to get it because something's going to happen. So, yeah, I hit him with the I told Michael Farrakano about it. He thought it was funny. I hit him with the 2-3-3.
All right, let's break down the 2-3.
So the 2 is a left hand, and then I hit him with 2 hooks.
We know what it is, but explain to the audience.
yeah.
Because we've
So you
seen that.
doubled up on the right on the hook.
Yeah, I jumped in with a 3, hit him, and his back leg kind of put him back forward. I was like, oh, that's unfortunate, and I hit him again.
And listen, for somebody that might have seen the video, he looked like, I don't know if you ever seen an accordion, how it just when it drops like that, that's exactly kind of what it looked like if we did see the video.
Yeah.
So it was fun. The parade was fun that year. It was funny though. The guy that was doing my DJing was from Southie, And the rest of the way out, they had to have a police escort with the rest of my float, but they still got to be in the parade. And he's yelling on the microphone, Frank the Tank couldn't make the rest of the parade. He's out fighting justice. And, yeah, it was funny.
So what did you do? You took off running? Like you didn't get
so
back?
I ran back up on the float and took the high ground because I saw his football teammates that were bigger than him running out of the street, and the police officers
I remember
were behind
hearing
them.
there's a crowd chasing you.
So I'm like, oh fuck, like I'm not gonna get tackled and then get the boots put to me. So I'm
Yeah,
like, all right,
get
I'm
hurt,
at least gonna
yeah.
get on the float, so they have to climb up, and then I can fight
Yeah, kick
my
him,
way
whatever.
out of it or
Yeah.
kick him in the face or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
It
yeah,
turns
yeah.
into like life or death is what I thought. Like, all right, fuck this. I'm not going to get beat up. So I jumped on the float. A couple of them jumped on the float. I had a couple of my friends from Weymouth, Liam and Zach, on the float with me. They're pretty nutty kids, and those kids got thrown off pretty quick. I think one kid might have got kicked in the face. Yeah, Mark wasn't too happy about it.
Yeah.
He was like, that's your one like time that you're gonna like be able to like not get away with something like that, but like
But yeah, it could have been bad. You could have got arrested. You could have got hurt.
Kid could have fell and hit his head and died.
Yeah.
And then my boxing career on the float from that was all over. I
Yeah.
could be going to jail. Like I was like, oh shit, he's right.
Yeah.
So I try
It's
to
usually
like,
a good starting
I try
point.
to
Don't
be-
go to jail today.
I try to like be extra cautious now. Even I've had people since then, me being me. Yeah, every fighter's a little fucking nutty. Like, yeah, of course I'll kill you. Like I think about every time I walk into a restaurant, I'm like, all right, who's a threat in here? Like that's how my mind works. We're fighters. Like that's what we do. But I've had people be like, oh, where you going? You're a pussy, and I'm just like, yeah, I am a pussy. Like have a good night. And honestly, I think it actually makes them madder. I'm like, oh shit, what do I say? Like I don't know what to tell you. Like I'm leaving. Like and they just follow you. Everyone wants to be a tough guy, like Mike Tyson said, until they get punched in the face.
I know, it's so true.
Growing up and being in the gym when I was younger and being in jail and all around, some of the I don't know, toughest guys, whatever. I mean, now wrestlers are always fucking tough, but the hottest punches I ever met were the tall, lanky guys with the long fucking arms.
Just snappy, long.
Yeah, those guys that just hit you and put you to fucking sleep.
Yeah.
That's some guy.
Like
and
Tommy Hearns, like when he hit Roberto Duran, it's just like whack. It's like
he
hitting with a
had
baseball
never
bat.
been knocked out. You ever see when Hearns hit him? He just went like, fucking.
He looked dead.
What a fucking,
Yeah.
what a shot.
That probably took 5 years off his life.
Yeah, that fucking punch is unreal. One of the other things I show people too, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It was Alexis Aguayo when he hit Kevin Rooney. He just like he was he wasn't like he hit him with the fucking left jab and the lefty, hit him with the right jab, and it was right behind it. Boom, just the textbook straight right down Main Street, right on the fucking button, and it's just. Yeah, you see that and you're like, holy shit, it's like the Hearns knockout.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you get hit on the button like that,
Everyone says like you're either born with it or you're not. I do believe because I've gotten in there with some guys and they're snappy fighters, and I'm like, oh, the kid looks like he could punch hard, and then I get in there and I've been hit in the face by them, and I look at them and I'm like, that's all you got? Like that's it?
Yeah.
Like you look strong, you got muscles. Like I don't look like I have muscles, and then I hit them and they're like wobbling around the ring, and I'm like, the fuck is going on? Like I guess you are born with it, but it's all really in your hips and just how snappy you are. I feel like that's what I think personally. But
yeah, like it's a testament to like Mickey and Vinny Paz. You see these guys that fought their whole career and never got knocked out. You know what I mean? It's fucking, it's pretty amazing.
Mickey never got knocked out?
No, there's got to be some luck involved too. But obviously, you just got a fucking head like granite. Mickey's got a head like fucking like
Mickey
a fucking
never
brick
got
wall.
knocked out.
No,
Wow.
never. I don't know if Dickie
shout out
has,
to
huh?
Mickey when I for the press conference, the press media workout for the last fights in Lowell.
At Sean's gym.
Yeah, so
At
I was
Box for
there.
Brand, yeah.
And then that night, my buddy Bernard Renzel Josephs was fighting up in Maine.
Oh, they drove out there. Sean and Mickey
So I drive
left
up
the
there,
gym
and
early.
who do I
yeah.
run into?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mickey, and I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? So he ends up giving me a free hat though, and the hat's sick, and I wear it most days at work. So shout out to Mickey.
He's never
Awesome.
given me a free hat. Known him since 1970.
You don't even know him, though,
I should
Mike,
keep
that
my
good.
mouth shut.
known him since 1975. No free hat.
If you want, I can get you a free hat.
This kid's got a connection, obviously.
Listen, Frank, can you get it signed?
I'll get it signed, yeah.
I really like that.
So someone was like, "Oh, I got a glove signed by a fighter, blah blah blah. I'll give it to you." And they gave it to me, and it was Mickey Ward. And I was like, "I'm gonna throw this fucking thing away." They're like, "Oh, what do you mean?" I was like, "I'm only joking, but I see him like all the time." So
Yeah, I know. Fucking I don't
Gentlemen.
know. I was when Mickey and Dickie were up in New York, and that's what it was. This guy comes up to me, and I'm with Dickie, and he must have thought I was Mickey, and he's got a glove, and he's got a Sharpie, and he's like, "Can you sign this?" I go, "No, buddy, you don't want me signing your glove." He goes, "I only got 2 people to sign it," and they're like, "Nobody." And I'm with Dickie, and I grab the glove, and it's Leon Spinks and Michael Spinks.
oh man.
I'm looking at him, and Dickie goes, "Sign it. Just sign Gene Fulmer." Oh my God. And I couldn't do it to the guy. I go, "Buddy, take this glove and bring it home." Just fucking put it. Leon and Michael.
Hey, he's
Spinks.
lying. He wrote Beanshooter, no leave on it.
Yeah.
I saw the glove.
You should have just signed Beanshooter and said, "I thought you wanted me to sign it."
But yeah, fucking going up there every year is great. Have you ever been Canastota to the Boxing Hall of Fame?
I've driven by it a couple times for tournaments. I've never been inside for the actual Boxing Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
That's another thing, actually, Jimbo Curran goes to every single year.
Yeah, he wasn't there this last year or the year before, I don't think. But he'd go every year. Hall of Fame induction weekend. It's always a great time. And you know who I got to know up there is I'd see him up there every year, him and his sister, and we'd always shoot the shit, and he'd talk shit about the Celtics. We go back and forth. Was the kid Sebastian Fundora?
Oh, yeah?
You know him?
Yeah. He's a great fighter,
Yeah. He's a great fighter. He just had a big fight like a month or 2 ago. Who was it? Was it fucking Zoo? It's like Costa Zoo's kid, isn't it, or something? He fought? But yeah, he knocked the kid. The kid didn't answer the bell, actually. He busted him up, split him open. And then the kid, he come back the last round, and he was fucking banging. The corner must have just said, "Hey, go out and shoot your load."
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah, that's probably what they said, yeah.
Because he was banging, and he had a good round, and then he didn't answer the bell for the
Yeah.
next round. His corner said, no. You know what I mean?
I wonder what payday you got.
Yeah.
Probably got a decent payday to
Oh,
fight him.
yeah. Because it was a rematch. They fought before, so it was
I'm
a
trying to think
rematch.
who it was. See, that's the one thing. Like, if
I'll
someone's
pull it
not in my weight class or like near my weight class, I don't really give a shit at what they're doing.
Right.
I'm like, that guy fights at 130. I don't know
Right.
what it. Unless it's like Abraham Nova, who I train with. Yeah, I watch his fights and stuff, but I don't not like into boxing for other weight classes. I'm into boxing for myself.
What do you like? So what do you think about the kid Rashidi Ellis? We had him on here. He was,
Speedy Rashidi, he's the best.
man, that kid. Like I seen him fight. I was like,
he's so
your
fast.
fight and his fight that night were like, and I was gonna leave.
Yeah,
But I stayed. Yours was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the second to last, and then his was like the last. And
Yeah,
it was
I was
like,
the co-main. He was the main.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were the 2 best fights I seen in like forever. Because the kid Shea Wilcox.
Oh yeah, I know
So,
Shea really well. I know
Shea-
Dennis. Jay
And
Dennis-
he's
Wilcox,
staying
all
real
the
busy,
best.
man.
Great.
He's staying real busy.
Yeah,
Great
he just
family.
fought this past weekend.
Yeah,
He just fought. He just won.
turning
He went
pro.
the distance.
Yep.
I think he's 4-0. But Dennis is a dear friend of mine, and Mike's too. And we're gonna have that whole family on the show too.
Dennis is
But-
great.
Oh, the best. Great guy. The best.
I
A
love
great family. Like what? Like
Oh yeah.
talented. Like the kid.
Yeah.
The kid's a football player.
Oh,
Talented football player. They got the Shea's a professional boxer. Like wow, what a family. Like
Yeah,
right.
Jake went to what? Brown University.
Brown
right?
University, yeah. And but I'm used to just seeing like Shea fight because that's when Dennis asked me to get involved with Shea and come, support him and stuff. Yeah, it was a pleasure to do that. But when I seen, so that's a whole different league. Like when I seen you fight and I seen Rashidi Ellis fight, I was like, wow, Rashidi, like this kid is.
When I first
Wow.
ever sparred him, I think Mark brought me up to their gym when it was in Somerville, and they ended up moving it. I don't even know where their gym is
Salem, New
now.
Hampshire.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because I know they were bouncing around for a
Yeah.
little while.
Yeah,
What are they at the Christy Viegas gym that's up there?
I think that's who
It
it
used
is.
to be an old Everybody Fights, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. This guy, Christy Viega, actually used to work at Peter Welch's gym. He ended up buying the place.
All
He
right.
made it his own gym. I forget what it's called, but I remember the first time I sparred him, Mark DeLuca brought me to Somerville. And I'm getting in there and I'm like, I'm going to go out there and like do my thing. Because even when I first sparred Mark, I knew Mark's caliber of fighter. I knew he'd kick my ass, but I'm like, whatever. Unless he hits me and drops me, I'm just
Right.
going to keep coming.
Right,
Like,
of course.
You're not going to put me down. I'll just get up. Like
Right.
I've had this happen to me before. And I think that's what took a liking to Mark, but I tried to do that to Rashidi, and I was like, where the hell is he? Every time I blink, I'm getting hit in the face. But lately, I've
Hence the
adjusted to
nickname.
that a little bit. Yeah, Speedy Rashidi, man. He's got the fastest hands in there, I swear.
Really?
Yeah, for
I
sure.
was really impressed with him. Like I said, your fight and his fight, like when I seen that kid, the Venezuelan kid, I forget what his name was, but when he come out and he hit with a shot, I was like, I know they were saying you're 20-0, you all never lost in this building. But I mean, what took me by surprise, I was like, wow, this kid looks like he's going to beat you up. You know what I'm saying? Then you came back and showed why you were 20-0. You know what I'm saying? But then when I watched that fight and then I seen Rashidi Ellis fight, I was like, that just gave me a whole new, like, Mike is like, loves fighting, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, I've been in prison for a long time, you know what I'm saying? So the local fighting scene, I just wasn't a part of it, So, but now with Mike and getting involved with Dennis and Shay and seeing I got like a deep appreciation for it. And your fight really made me appreciate it, and Rashidi Ellis as well, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to know and such a humble kid, such a sweetheart.
He's the
We
best.
had him here.
Family guy.
Just a
nicest
sweetheart.
dude ever. Yeah. Yep.
Okay,
Sweetheart.
Rashidi Ellis.
Yeah.
One of the craziest things I've ever seen. Well, I mean, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff, right?
Really?
I don't know if the craziest, but
The weigh-in. He come in looking like he was fucking smoking crack for 2 weeks.
Well, I think he had to lose the weight.
I could have fucking just walked up and just pieced him up. I go,
Take a shot with him,
if
Mike.
I ever could have got a W on Rashidi Ellis,
Nice,
it
that was the
him
day.
walking to the weigh-in. He stripped.
there?
Hey, he stripped
Yeah.
naked. Hey, first he gets on the scales. No, the other guy weighs in. Strips naked. They hold a towel in front of him. Still overweight.
Wow.
Takes off his earring.
Are you fucking serious?
Takes off his earring.
Yeah, you didn't see. They asked.
Gets on the scale again. He's still like 2 ounces over.
Yeah, when he was 2 ounces over, Mike was underneath his ball bag.
Yeah.
Blowing on it
No,
to
I
get
was
it-
holding
to get
him
him to
up.
get off the ground.
I was holding him up like this to see the scales. They hung down to his knees, and
The myth rings true again.
and sure enough, he was over 2 ounces.
See what I'm saying?
And then he like put on his shoes and he like shuffled out like a 90-year-old man and walked
Yeah.
up the street.
It was hot out that day, too.
Yeah.
Think you went to eat, Mike? I'm guessing if I was a betting man,
I
he was
said,
going
just go
to eat.
take a piss. You know what I mean? But apparently he'd already done that.
Numerous times, Mike. Numerous times, I would
But
say.
yeah, when I saw him taking off the earrings, I said, this is fucking bananas. And then, then he fights the next night.
He looks
Oh my
30
God.
pounds heavier.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
It was the craziest fucking transformation because we don't see all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
We go on, we fucking put the
Right.
fight on,
Right.
we sit there and we watch it, right? I mean, you might see the final workout or a public workout, but you don't see the shit that you know
That's
these
the
guys
difference,
go
though,
through to make
between
weight.
local fighters and, like, world-class fighters.
What?
Rashidi's a world-class fighter.
Okay,
he
yeah.
fucking cuts the weight. He does everything correctly. Like, when he was cut weight, yeah, he looked like he was smoking crack, but he also had a 12-pack, you know? Like,
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah.
shredded,
Yeah.
no fat. Like, that's the difference between these guys. Some guys get in there and they're a little pudgy, and they're like, oh, I just want to have a couple pro fights.
Yeah.
Like, Rashidi's getting in there, like, he'll be 20 pounds heavier than he was the day
It
before
was
weighing.
fucking the craziest fucking
Yeah.
thing. The difference.
Yeah, I'm glad
how
I
he
stayed,
looked.
man.
You know, and then we're all watching it, right? And you know, he come on here and we're all excited to see him fight, and I'm sitting there like, oh man.
What's going to happen? This kid's
what
going to
if he
get
doesn't
killed.
No, what if he doesn't make
Make
weight?
the
That would
weight,
suck.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
You know? You imagine you're that fucking close. That
Yep.
close.
Yeah, when you see guys like at the high class level, like when they're like 3 or 4 ounces over though, and if it's like for a world title or something, then the title will be not for
Yeah,
the fight.
yeah. They
But
take it off. Yeah, you still fight.
if they still fight, that means that guy that came in overweight. If he's like 3 ounces over, he's probably giving the other guy like $10,000 or $15,000 of his purse,
Oh, really?
which is like a lot. I mean,
lot.
not
Yeah.
what they're making, but
Nice
like
chunk.
it's a lot. I'm
Yeah,
like,
something.
damn, you got to get 15 grand because you couldn't cut 0.3 ounces.
Yeah.
That's defeating. That would
Yeah.
haunt me.
Yeah.
Like,
Then what's he gonna come weighing in at? He's already fucking overweight, you know?
yeah.
That's another thing. But these guys where I don't think, I mean, maybe I'm fucking way off base here, right? But has this been a thing always where guys come in the next day fucking 20 pounds heavy? I think it was like that in the 60s and 70s and 80s, or is that just a new
so
thing? That's
it
a
is
new thing, right?
It's
All
a newer
right, good.
thing because back in the day, 15-round fights and stuff like that, like they weighed in earlier that day.
Oh,
Usually,
all right.
I'm pretty sure is how that would work.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't have 24 hours to rehydrate and all this stuff. And
Yeah.
they also, there's a science behind it. There really
Yeah.
is, like what to eat when you get off the
IVs and
scale.
fucking,
Like,
yeah.
I don't know if anyone saw me, but I literally had 2 liters of water, two liters of water. Spunky knows how to do it. He's the one that's good with cutting the weight in the baths and stuff like that, and how to like get the weight sucked out of you.
I heard he's
So
got to cut his own weight. Right? Well, no,
That's
go
a
ahead.
whole other story.
Just joking. Stay off the diet, Pepsi. Spunk. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, threw my fucking head off.
Anyway, back to the story.
Yeah, no, like there's like a science though behind like cutting the weight, but putting it back on too, like smart. Like the first like hour, you should be drinking fluids, and like not just any fluids, like Gatorade or whatever. You should be like the LMNT packets and shit like that. Like they're like rehydration packets. They get like 200 milligrams of sodium and all this stuff. Like you pour like 2 of them in a liter and like all this stuff. And
Yeah.
then you do like salts in one water and you slowly sip on it so you don't get diarrhea. Because
Really?
usually, even though like Rashidi
shit
looked that
your
way,
pants and you get hit in the body shot.
if he chugged that water
It's over,
right after he
right?
got off it,
Throw
even though
up.
he took him 2 hours to cut that 0.3 pounds, he'd either get sick or he'd have crazy diarrhea. Like
Really?
it's just the way the body reacts to the water. It's like, holy shit, you just sucked me for everything, and now you're gonna flood, like
Yeah.
drown yourself. Basically, is what your body thinks. So it's just like, oh, what do I
Yeah,
gotta do? I gotta
rejecting
get this
it.
out of
Yeah,
me.
it's
Like,
rejecting it. Yeah.
but yeah, there's a whole science behind it because I went in at 160 on the dot for that fight, and the next night I was 178.
Wow, 20 pounds in one fucking day.
Yeah,
It's insane.
That's
lot.
pretty crazy.
yeah,
And you never get overweight. I mean, you always, from what I see.
yeah.
you
No,
know what
I try
mean?
to. I mean, I'm still young. My metabolism. Everyone gives me shit still. Oh, you can eat shit. You'll
Yeah,
still
yeah,
like,
eat whatever you want.
And but like I can definitely tell now, like as like just the months of being 24 going, I'll be 25 in September. I can now see like, oh shit,
Ripe
like
old age.
starting to get like
25.
like I'm starting to put the weight on more. If I like eat like a motherfucker and I don't run or something at night, I'll wake up the next day and I'll be like 180. I'm like, oh shit,
Really?
5 pounds. Like how the hell did that happen?
How often you weigh yourself?
Every day.
Every day. Huh?
Every morning, every night. If I don't have work or something throughout the day, I'll go in the bathroom.
What do you stay at?
If I take a shit or a piss, I get on the scale. I'm
Really?
just-
Really?
not because I like have to check it, but just
Yeah,
that's
no,
how my
yeah. You want to
routine
know.
is.
Yeah, you want to know.
I'm like, I want to know what I weigh right now.
What do you stay at?
Right now, I'm probably like 175.
I'm
74.
180. I stay at 185 all the time. One between 182 and 187.
Me too.
You just hold that weight?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, for really most of my adult life.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, since I stopped taking steroids, but as a kid, I mean, since I've been in prison, I've been lean all the
Yeah.
time. I try not to eat no sugar. I'm on a pretty good diet. You know what I'm saying?
I just
very
saw you
sensible.
eating Hostess cupcakes.
No, but that was I was shooting them.
No.
I didn't eat them. So I put them in a
Yeah,
syringe.
he eats
I
no
just-
sugar. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, I try. No, there's not no sugar. I
Yeah,
try
yeah,
not
yeah.
to limit. I limit
No, I
my
know
sugar.
what you mean.
Have a little bit of peanut
Yeah.
butter in my smoothie in the morning. I mean, I have maybe a little bit of A1 sauce that has some sugar in it. You understand? But
Yeah, yeah.
I try not to eat no sweets at all. Like that's my saving grace. So I'll go out to eat, and me and Mike go out. We eat. You know, people take us out to dinner. We have something to eat. We eat maybe a little late. I try not to have no potatoes. I try just to have protein. I just try to eat sensible, man. I'm 57 years old. I'm just trying to
not a lot of pasta.
live good.
You look good for 57, though.
Not a day over 56, I don't look. I know that.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Fucking yeah, Spunk. So Spunky's back in the gym. Has he been there every day?
After this podcast, you better get back in the gym.
Yeah, I wanted him to come on. We should fucking face.
Yeah, you got to get him on.
He won't answer my FaceTime either.
He's probably, he's probably
he's
sleeping.
probably sleeping
Matty
right now.
Ryan. Think he's up? Spunk. He'll know. He won't even fucking answer. Did you see the Snapchat the other day? Come up my memories, Dickie, when he's in the truck. I'm like, what about Spunky? I'm like this. I'm calling him. He's like, Spunky? Who the fuck's Spunky? Yeah. Spunky's, is he married now?
No.
Pretty much, right?
I mean, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, kind of, right? That's what he's doing now. He's looking at the phone. It's
Said
great.
something about a chastity belt the other day, didn't we?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's-
God.
He,
That's what Mike wears
he
when he
said,
goes to Columbia.
you gonna go? I said, you gonna go to the feast? He said, well, I gotta see if she'll let me.
That's what he said?
Yeah. I says, well, fucking. Fucking spizzy.
Was he talking about the girl or was he talking about the Diet Coke? He told us the Diet Coke.
Both. Yeah, but yeah, Spunky's the best. I got. Where are you working out now?
So I work out down Dry Dock, down in the seaport. Down at
It's
the
not
Black
everybody
Falcon.
fights here.
No, it's Everybody Fights down there.
All right, yeah.
So they moved the facility from 15 Channel Street
Yeah,
in the
that's the one I
seaport
went to.
down to Dry Dock down right. It's like a big old fucking warehouse pretty much, and there's all like businesses and shit in there. It's number 25, like 25 Dry Dock Ave.
So speaking of that, I have a little story, Justin. We're gonna veer off course. I had a little thing I used to do in jail and prison where when the doors would crack for a wreck, sometimes I would get someone like, let's say Justin Fine lived across from me, okay? And his cell door opens and he's out and he's in the shower. I would run in the cell with a cup and I would scoop all the water out of the toilet and I would leave a nice missile in there. I'd call it dry docking one. Speaking of the old dry dock. And I would walk out of there. And then when everyone was running back in their cells, I'd be in my cell watching, right? To see your reaction, Justin. As you walk in your cell and the smell hits you in the face, and then you see a nice missile dry docked in your toilet.
How many times you heard the motherfucker? Who the cocksucker?
So I'm going to head down to Dry Dock Ave. Maybe while I'm there, I'll go in the bathroom and dry dock one for old
Scoop all
time.
the water out.
For old time's
You know what
sake.
that is? You know what that's a lot of spare time. You know what I'm saying? You gotta kind of figure out what you're gonna do for the
What
day.
he's saying is
Mike-
when everyone else was showering, he wasn't.
Yeah,
So he was a smelly
shower once a
motherfucker.
week.
whether he needed it or not.
All right. Well, I got to head down to that gym, and I've been to the old Everybody Fights, Johnny. If you've well, obviously you haven't been, but what a gym.
Let's go down there.
Yeah.
Let's check it
The
out.
new one's even better.
Really?
Yeah,
Huge sauna.
dude,
got the
you
cold
wouldn't
plunge.
believe this place.
Yeah, like
You
6
gotta come down
different
and check it
stalls
out.
for like showers.
Oh, you shower
All,
after you work?
every now and then.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you.
Hey, listen, I shower 2 or 3 times a day. Girls don't like a smelly guy. all right?
Really? Even if you're
I
paying
mean, the
them?
girls that I like smelly guys.
Yeah? If you're down Seaport,
but this gym,
they grill them down
you should
there.
see
I don't
this
know.
fucking. You should
Like, well,
see.
you gotta go down.
Oh, it's
Let's
fucking
go down.
unreal. So who started it? Wasn't it George Foreman's kid or something? Like who
So
started?
George Foreman's gym used to be like where all the Everybody Fights was.
Yeah.
And then there's like 4 guys. One of them, Mike Moran. The other one, Dave Bergeron. I forget the other guy's name.
I think
Might
I
have been
met
3
Mike
of them.
Moran.
And they started Everybody Fights. And I think they bought, what I think happened is they bought the old George Foreman gyms all around here because George Foreman moved out to California and started the George Foreman gyms out there. So they basically bought them all here and then they started their own thing here. But I think Everybody Fights has their whole own thing going on now
Yeah.
compared to what they did. They must make so much profit. There's so many people going in there.
Yeah.
Like the classes are crazy. On a Saturday at like 10, you walk in, there's 60 people taking a class. 60 people. They will cram them in, figure out how everyone can work out, and there's enough room. And there's 2 floors at the new one. So first floor is like where they do the big classes. There's a boxing ring. But then upstairs there's a boxing ring that's like kind of ours for all the fighters.
Yeah.
And there's all weights upstairs. It looks like big like LA Fitness, probably, but way nicer. Everything's always clean. They always have
What's the membership
custodian guys there. I don't know. I'm a
I know.
fighter, so
I knew you were gonna say you didn't know, but like you gotta have a fucking.
Base idea, right?
I wonder what it is.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We're better off going to Ultraflex. Chris, give us a free membership.
Hey, just go in there and tell them you know Francis Hogan.
Yeah, that's
Almost
awesome.
celebrity.
Like a
we're going
Monty
upstairs
Lou
We
and
ain't
and
Monty
afraid-
Monty
Lou.
listen, we ain't afraid to
I
drop
know.
names. Be ready for it.
I know everybody. You kidding me? Drop everyone's fucking name there. I haven't been in there since it was on Channel Street. Last time I was down there, TJ Doney was down
TJ
there.
Donahue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
That's a
TJ,
throwback.
DeLuca, Spunky was there. I think me and Dickie went down, and then I went down there again. Mickey called me up. He says, "Hey, you want to get on to Everybody Fights Saturday?" He's like, it was, what was it, Clemson, Alabama, playing the national championship game, and they wanted Mickey to do the commercial right leading up to the fucking game. So because it was kind of like him and Gotti, like they were showing that, and Clemson, Alabama, you know, going at each other.
Yeah.
It was, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Yeah, and we went down there and he filmed the commercial for the national championship
That's
game.
pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool. Fucking Mickey's done a lot of cool shit.
First
with
time
that.
I ever met Mickey Ward, I was 15 years old. We were flying to Utah, me and my brother. We were fighting out in like a international tournament they were putting on. And my brother had the window seat and I had the aisle seat because we're brothers and we beat the shit out of each other, so we're not going to sit next to each other. So some poor bastard had to sit between us.
Oh, that's awesome.
Was
So I'm,
Mickey?
sitting, I'm sitting on my iPod at the time. I'm 15. My brother was 11. We're fucking going at it, swearing and yelling at each other. He's throwing stuff at me. I'm throwing stuff at him. And then the guy's like, "Oh, you mind if I sit down?" And I look up, and I look back down at my phone, and I look back up, and there's Mickey Ward standing there. I'm like, holy shit. My brother goes, "Don't be a dick. It's Mickey Ward." And I'm like, oh, fuck. So he sits down, and I'm just like, holy shit. Like, I was like 15 years old. You know? Like, I'm
Starstruck.
looking at him like a superhero. I'm
Absolutely.
like, holy shit. Like,
You're in that life.
So
you
I
know
got to-
better than anybody.
I got to fly to Utah, sitting next to him, and it was the coolest fucking experience. He's like just shooting the shit with me, talking to me about fighting and like where I want my career to go and all this stuff. And it was like, wow, like I want to do that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do. Like, it was just a cool experience, and to be from the same area. Because he was like, "I don't really know anyone going out there." I was like, "You do now."
Yeah.
The Hogan brothers are going out there.
Yeah,
That's
that's
awesome.
awesome.
And then of course, as time went on, Spunky,
Yeah.
Mark used to bring me up there, and
Yeah.
Dickie would do
Yeah. the
bits
West
with
End.
me.
Yeah.
Fucking never-ending bits that would go on for an
Yeah.
hour and a half.
30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm like,
I know.
there's
Yeah,
no
yeah,
bell.
yeah.
I haven't even heard a bell once.
Yeah.
I know,
5
I
seconds.
know, yeah.
Shoulders are burning.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a great. Those are great stories. Those are great stories. Those are great stories.
Yeah, I think he was a freak, you know, but he was the best fucking trainer, man. You know, when he trained Mickey and get him ready, it would be unbelievable.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? Unreal. And I was telling someone I was locked up when the Gotti fight. I was locked up for mostly everything, the movie, everything. It sucked. But that night when he fought Gotti, you know, there's a couple of COs and Bill Ricker, and they were like, "Oh, you know, you don't get a chance." I'm like, "Mickey's gonna fucking stop. Mickey's gonna hit him with a body shot." But I always told Mickey, like deep down, I'm like, "Oh my god," because
They're
Mickey
right.
could be a notorious slow starter,
Yeah.
and it was fucking Arturo Gotti. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It was like, oh man, you know. But I was talking shit, and then the doors cracked for breakfast at like 5 a.m. I'm up all night trying to, you know, radio stations, AM radio station, trying nothing. No one was talking about the fight.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? And the doors cracked, and it was the Captain Cleary. And I had the white shirt on. I'm going to fucking get my pancakes in the chow hall. And I go, "What happened?" He goes, "Mickey won a decision." I fucking
Loved it.
laughed.
You were like, that's great. I love that story.
Great. It was great.
That is
you know?
awesome.
And nothing better. Somebody,
That
you
is
know,
awesome.
somebody you grew up with to see
Yeah,
him do that. And,
Amazing.
and Dickie was just as talented.
Yeah.
You know, Dickie wasn't a puncher like Mickey. He didn't have
Yeah.
that, but he taught him that body shot. I mean, he could punch, but not like Mickey. But Dickie was a world class fighter. And always in unbelievable shape. And as you know, that's half the battle. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
He was always in good shape. Even when he was fucking partying,
Yep.
he would just never run out of gas, you know? And, you know, great growing up around those guys. They were like family to me, and Boo Boo. And I had a dream about Boo Boo the other night. It was fucking vivid. I get up and I texted my daughter the dream. Because you know, you have a dream and you forget
Yeah,
it.
as soon as you
know?
wake up, you'll
Yeah.
lose it if you don't.
It was just it was a crazy fucking dream. But yeah, I texted her and to see Mickey, you know, accomplish what he accomplished in the movie and everything like that. And I'm hoping he gets in the Hall of Fame. And I know, you know, some people would say, "Oh, he never had a real bell like that," you know, but just the 3 fights with Gotti alone
Yeah.
and what he's done for the sport and the movie and what he does for the Boxing Hall of Fame. Every
Yeah.
year, he's like the face of it. So many people go there to see him.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm hoping fucking he gets in there.
Nice.
But, yeah, that's about it. Any news, anything you want to say before we go?
Nothing. Just want to touch on the Cullen Walsh thing and the fight that he's having. If him or Fernando Vargas, whoever wins, wants to fight me, I'm 20-0. I got more fights than both of them. So if they want to fight me, I'm sure they're not going to want to fight me, but I'd love to fight one of them and knock them out and then show everybody how much they suck and how great I am. So there's the call out for that. Usually I'm not cocky like that, but after working out and training and doing everything I've been doing, anyone can get it, especially those two. So I actually beat Fernando Vargas Jr. in the amateurs. I dropped him and then I told his dad that he could get it too. So if he fights me, maybe his dad can get it after this next one. But we'll see. He'll have to lose a couple pounds. Gotta stay off the Diet Coke.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see the fights. You know, the 13th, Penn State is playing Villanova. I wanted to get out of that game, but I do want to get out in Vegas and see Dickey and Callum, and I want to see, obviously, you know, Bud Crawford in the Canelo fight. I'm really pulling for Bud Crawford, but, you know, it's tough. It's tough. And that's the thing about Canelo, too. It kills me that he didn't beat Mayweather. You know what I mean? Yeah. He was so young and everything because he's so good. And I feel like that, you know, that's his only blemish, really. I mean, it's not much of a blemish losing to Floyd Mayweather Jr. Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, fucking.
I think that was like one of his next steps right there when he fought him.
Yeah.
That it was like after that, he learned so much from fighting him. It was like, all right, who else is going to fight me and beat me like that, you know?
Yeah.
And I will say there's no way Crawford's knocking him out. I mean, he fought Triple G, and Triple G hit him with some devastating shots that would have literally killed guys. And
he got robbed. He got robbed from Triple G, I think.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I think he won the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't agree.
No?
No.
You're going to have to rewatch it. What do you think, Johnny? Get back to us on that.
I'm gonna
All right, man. Frank, the Tank, thank you for coming on.
Thanks,
you having me.
Justin,
Awesome.
that's 63
awesome.
in the books.
Come on, are you kidding me?
All right.
Beanshooter, like a jet, let's go. Beanshooter, it's not a line he doesn't toe. In a world full of dogs, you're gonna need a dog catcher. If you're wearing a mask out there, the fresh air's gonna get you. He always shoots from the hip. For iced coffee, take a sip. Toss it